we gather not only to discuss the newly drafted INEC regulations and guidelines for the political parties 2026, but also to reaffirm our commitment to enhancing the democratic process in Nigeria. Let me use this opportunity to congratulate our Muslim brothers and sisters for the successful observance of the holy month of Ramadan and the celebration of the Eid on Friday, 20th March 2026. May the blessing of Eid be unto us and our families, as well as peace, unity, and collective prosperity to our dear nation, Nigeria. This year's Ramadan coincided with the Lenten period, and to our Christian brothers and sisters, we commend their steadfastness as well. We meet today not merely as regulators and political actors, but as joint custodians of Nigerian democratic future. Early this month, the Commission commenced a rigorous technical retreat to review and reconstruct the regulation and guidelines for political parties 2022. You will recall that guideline was made pursuant to the repealed Electoral Act of 2022. Today we share the results of that exercise with you. As I have often maintained, credible elections begin long before polling day. They begin in the transparency of the process that produces the candidates. As you are all aware, these regulations have been formulated under the power granted to INEC by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, as well as under the Electoral Act 2026. It represents a significant review of the regulations made in 2022, now meticulously aligned with the recently enacted Electoral Act of 2026. We cannot navigate the 2027 horizon using the 2022 map. In particular, mention must be made of Section 93, subsection 2 of the Electoral Act 2026, which states that election expenses incurred by a political party for the management of conduct of an election shall be determined by the Commission in consultation with the political party. Consequently, we would like the political parties to take special note of clause 40, subparagraphs 4 and 5 of the draft regulation dealing with election expenses of political parties for the management of party primaries and for the conduct of elections. Therefore, the Commission has concluded a clause-by-clause realignment of our regulations and guidelines to ensure that they are not only legally aligned, but operationally in sync with the new Act. It is our hope that these updated guidelines will foster a more transparent, fair, and equitable electoral landscape for all the stakeholders involved. With the Presidential and National Assembly election fixed for the 16th day of January 2027 and the governorship and the state houses of assembly election fixed for 6th February 2027, we are operating in a compressed timetable as a result of the reduction in the various timelines in the Electoral Act 2026, which demands what I call a surgical precision. Our review has been guided by the empirical data, specifically findings from the Political Party Performance Index, PPPI, diagnostic tool developed with the support of the Minister Foundation for Democracy highlighted a disturbing gap between party constitutions and grassroots realities. The newly drafted regulations encompass crucial areas that are central to the operations of political parties in our democratic framework, including 1. Regulation and measure of political parties. We have streamlined the process to ensure that it is more accessible while maintaining a robust framework that upholds democratic principles. 2. Political party operations. Clear guidelines have been instituted to govern the day-to-day functioning of political parties, ensuring compliance with our laws and promoting accountability. This aims at sanitizing party primaries, which intends to end the era of opaque processes that imposes unpopular candidates, fueling voters' apathy, and a deluge of avoidable litigation. 3. Conduct of political party primaries. We recognize the crucial role of primary elections in our political system. Thus, we have outlined procedures that uphold the fairness and transparency within the political parties. 4. Conduct of political rallies, recessions, and campaigns. Regulations have been put in place to ensure that campaign activities are conducted peacefully and respect the rights and dignity of all citizens. 5. Finances and election expenses. We have also established clear standards regarding the finances of political parties, emphasizing the need for transparency and accountability in managing party funds and campaign expenses. 6. The registration of political parties. We have also included provisions that define the circumstances under which a political party may be registered, ensuring that the process is just and equitable. We have also embedded measurable benchmarks for the participation of women, youth, and persons with disabilities, PWDs. Distinguished party leaders, as you present these draft regulations for your input, I urge you to see them not as a restriction, but as a safeguard. By sharpening these rules, we are protecting the sovereign will of Nigerian people from the point of nomination to the final declaration of results. As we move forward, I further urge each of you to engage with these regulations constructively. This is an opportunity for us to create a political environment that not only reflects the aspiration of our people, but also serves as a testament to our collective commitment to democratic governance. Let us approach this consultation with the rigor our democracy deserves. INEC remains a neutral umpire, but we are no longer passive observers to the erosion of democratic values. Together, let us build an electoral ecosystem where the rules are clear, the playing field is level, and the outcome is beyond reproach. We value your insights and contributions. Let this meeting be a platform for open dialogue to address any concern you may have. Together, we can work towards a robust electoral framework that enhances the integrity of our political processes and upholds democratic ideals we all cherish. I look forward to your constructive feedback. Thank you, and God bless our political parties. Early this month, the Commission commenced a rigorous technical retreat to review and reconstruct the regulation and guidelines for political parties 2022. You will recall that that guideline was made pursuant to the repealed Electoral Act of 2022. Today we share the results of that exercise with you. As I have often maintained, credible elections begin long before polling day. They begin in the transparency of the process that produces the candidates. As you are all aware, these regulations have been formulated under the power granted to INEC by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, as well as under the Electoral Act 2022. It represents a significant review of the regulations made in 2022, now meticulously aligned with the recently enacted Electoral Act of 2026.
Unfortunately, the Electoral Act 2026 falls short of these expectations. Rather than advancing our democratic journey, it represents a significant regression, one that must be urgently addressed in national interest. It is particularly concerning that the contentious Electoral Act formed the basis upon which INEC released the timetable and schedules for the 2027 general elections. This had inadvertently placed immense pressure on political parties, especially those outside government, thereby constraining their ability to effectively prepare and contribute to building a strong, inclusive, and stable democratic nation.